We are live from Eagan High School for a basketball game between the Eagan Wildcats and the Eastview Lightning.
6'1" junior guard number 20, Tyler Ernst. 6'3" senior forward number 21, Matt Thompson. 6'1" freshman guard number 22, Eagan. 6'2" junior guard number 23, Cam Chance. 6'1" junior guard number 24, Jackson McCullough. 6'5" junior forward number 3, Al Schmidt.
Today is Jam the Gym night for the Wildcats. Got a huge home crowd tonight, and they hope to take a win versus Eastview. Last time out, they played against Farmington and were unable to come up with a win. Key performances were from Jake Van Wyk, who had 18 rebounds. He looks to continue that. And John Street had a strong shooting night from the three-point line, knocking down three three-pointers. The Wildcats will hope to improve on their shooting percentage, as they did not shoot the ball very well in the past game.
We also got news that Jaron Cheddar's knee surgery was successful, so that is good to hear. Now he can start his recovery.
Hopefully, as a junior who played a big role in the early part of this season, he will be back for the start of next season. He will be a key factor for them next year, as he will most likely be a captain and one of the more important players on their team. The pre-game announcements have ended, and the Wildcats and the Lightning will begin any moment now. There's our coach, Matt Ballum. He led the Wildcats to a second-place finish in the section last year and hopes to build on that strong season this year. They've been in a little bit of a slump, losing the past couple games, and hope to get on track tonight.
Wildcats starting lineup tonight is Darby Sorensen, John Street, Jake Van Wyk, Cam Chance, and Hunter Weiss. Two teams line up at center court and are ready to start the basketball game.
Van Wyk will tip for the Wildcats, and he wins the tip. Darby Sorensen gets the ball. It is his first start of the year. Coach Baum looking to mix it up a little bit, as the Wildcats were in a funk offensively these last couple games. Hopefully Darby can provide a spark, and he gets the ball right away.
Here's John Street out on the left wing, trying to get it into Cam Chance, but the ball is thrown away out of bounds. It would be Eastview ball.
Too many of those the past couple games, as they've been a little sloppy on offense.
Eastview brings the ball up across half court.
Wildcats in man defense. They've tried zone a couple times throughout the year, and they've been better in man, and that's where they're going so far tonight. There's nice post defense there by Van Wyk, forcing him to throw it out.
Eastview takes a contested three, and they call a foul on Cam Chance.
The Chance with a little bit of a bump at the end there looked a little unnecessary, and Eastview will go to the line.
We'll go to the line for three free throws.
Three shots.
First shot from Brady Miller, goes in. Second one is up, and it goes in off of the lucky roll. The third one is up, and it is good. Brady Miller sinking all of his free throws at the line there.
That's one thing the Wildcats have struggled with. Hopefully they can do a little bit better tonight.
Here's Grant Weiss passing it over to Cam Chance. The Chance looking to pass, gets it to Sorensen. Sorensen gives it to Weiss off a screen. Back to the Chance driving in wildly.
Nice rebound there by Van Wyk.
John Street outside, gets it to Hunter Weiss. Over to Sorensen. Wildcats swinging the ball around. Eastview tips the ball. It hits off of John Street, and it will be Eastview ball.
That's Street's second turnover of the game. He's got to cut down on those. Street is one of Wildcats' top scorers, probably the best three-point shooter on the year.
Eastview working the ball around, gets an open three. It's no good, but they do retain possession off the offensive rebound.
And White's got to do a better job of closing out that box out there, not letting Eastview get a chance.
Eastview looking to get the ball inside. Nothing doing so far. Kicked out for a three, and it is no good. Chased down by Eastview again. Kicked out another three-point attempt. That one is finally good.
Looks like Eastview will be content with shooting the free ball as they had multiple on that possession. Wildcats are going to have to tighten up their perimeter defense. However, in that last possession, they did a good job of keeping the Lightning out of the paint.
Hunter Weiss gets it into Jake Van Wyk, back out to Darby Sorensen. Sorensen with the drive, little floater, is no good. Rebounded by Grant Weiss, excuse me. Puts it up and it is in.
Weiss has been very solid on the air, providing nice point guard duties. He's been able to distribute the ball well. He fought for that rebound. That was good play by Grant Weiss.
Street looking, gets to the chance. Sorensen back to Street. Street calling a play up top for the Wildcats. It's to Weiss. Chance over to Weiss. Good defense here from Eastview.
Wildcats are just kind of standing around here. They got to move. They got to move the ball around the perimeter and look for something to get open, just like that. Nice pass by Chance to Darby Sorensen there, and Sorensen gets the easy two. 6-4 Eastview now.
Eastview takes another three in the corner. That one is good. Basket was by Mason Carpenter. His first basket of the game. Street getting it over to Sorensen. Sorensen over to Van Wyk. Van Wyk driving in, puts it up off the glass with the left hand. It is no good. Rebounded by Eastview.
Van Wyk has been in a little bit of a funk lately on offense.
Eastview with a pick and pop for another three-point attempt. It is no good. Fouled by Grant Weiss, but does get to it. Street looking to pass. Over to Sorensen. Back to Street. Van Wyk on the right wing. Sorensen over to Weiss in the corner, back to Sorensen. Thought about the shot, but does not take it. Drives in, off the glass, it is no good. Rebounded by Eastview.
Sorensen's done a nice job of driving a couple times in this game, and hopefully we'll open up a couple of perimeter shots later, and a nice steal there by John Street.
Eastview tried to get the backdoor cut work in there, and John Street was there to pick it off. Van Wyk driving in again, kicking it out to the chance. Van Wyk with the jump shot.
That's something Van Wyk needs to do a little bit more this year. Is he's much a one-dimensional player, kind of on the inside, but he has the ability to knock down that jumper. He needs to continue to do that, and that will help his game tremendously.
Eastview another three-point basket. All of Eastview's points have been on the threes, and on the other end here, it's Grant Weiss up off the glass with the left hand. There's Eastview swinging the ball around the perimeter. Eastview getting the ball inside. Good cut. He is fouled.
Good luck, Jay. Good luck.
The foul is on John Street. Going to the line for Eastview is Mason Carpenter. His first free throw is no good, short off the front rim. And some substitutions for the Wildcats. Into the game is Matt Thompson, Owen Pixler, and Jalen James. They're replacing Jake Van Wyk, Hamlet Chance, and Darby Sorensen. Second free throw from Mason Carpenter is no good. Rebounded by Matt Thompson. Gets over to Owen Pixler. Weiss. Here's Jalen James in the corner. Finding John Street. It's up. It's good.
Nice bounce there for Street, and he gets going on his day.
Eastview swing the ball around. Finding it inside. Back out to the perimeter. Eastview with the wild pass, but they're able to get to it. Eastview taking their time on the offensive end here. Good defense by the Wildcats, not giving them any type of shot so far on this possession.
Good defense by the Wildcats on this possession. Both Pixler and Thompson are good defensive players, and bring them in as should help this defense so far on this possession.
Eastview driving and kicking. Driving in and up, and it's no good.
Nice defense there by Weiss, and he gets his rebound.
Wildcats push the pace. Here's Jalen James getting into John Street. Street up top was setting play. There's Matt Thompson outside. Over to Weiss. Weiss driving in, kicking to Jalen James. James for three.
Jalen James is only a freshman, but he has played a large part in this team's success this year. He's a very streaky shooter. Last game it didn't go very well. He went 2 for 14 from the three, but it looks like he's getting off to a better start.
Starting to get more of a role in this offense, would you say?
I think so. I think at the start he started a little bit just on JV, but now he's worked his way up and he's getting some solid varsity minutes. I think what he needs to do to keep getting more and more minutes is to, and there's a look at John Street's three-pointer there. Got it to fall. One thing Jalen will need to do is play a little bit tighter defense, as that has been one of the main concerns with this game so far.
That last dead ball coming into the game is Tyler Ernst. Three-point shot is no good by Eastview. A loose ball foul. The Wildcats ball.
That last basket by James, the Wildcats have their first lead of the game.
Into the game is Caden Grevin. He's replacing Grant Weiss. Pixler to inbound it to Grevin. Grevin calling play. James over to Pixler. Back to James. Thought about the three-pointer. Does not take it. Pixler setting it back up. Looking for James. Not open though. There's Matt Thompson in the short corner.
Ernst now with the ball. He looks to be a little bit more productive today, as last game he was only 2 for 9 from the field. Hopefully he can get that shooting percentage up a little bit.
Just Grevin finding Matt Thompson inside. It was good. Finish from Matt Thompson there. score is 16-12 in favor of the Wildcats. There's another look at Matt Thompson's good finish on the inside.
Wallem has to be pleased with how the Wildcats have performed so far. They're only 3-7 on the year, and they've lost a couple in a row, and they hope that tonight can get them back on track and help jumpstart their season. The fans are packed tonight here for the Jam the Gym night. Strong showing helping these Wildcats against their rivals, Eastview.
One good thing the Wildcats have been doing is they haven't let up any inside baskets so far. All have been from the perimeter.
I believe all 12 of their points have been on 3 threes and then 3 free throws. So the Wildcats are a relatively small team, especially with the loss of Jaron Cheddar out for the year, but they've done a good job inside so far, forcing Eastview, who has made their fair share of threes, but to keep shooting.
A foul inside called on the Wildcats. It's on Owen Pixler. His first foul of the game.
Pixler will be a bigger part of the game plan today. He didn't get a lot of minutes last game, and I think they will need him to get some more solid minutes if they want to win this game.
He tries another outside shot, is no good. Loose ball foul on Eastview. It'll be Wildcats ball underneath their own basket.
The second team on the game.
He's grabbing in the corner for James. Pixler setting the screen to the right. Here's Ernst pulling up for 3. It is no good. Rebounded by Matt Thompson. Good offensive rebound there from Thompson. Here's Grebin for 3. It's no good. Another offensive rebound from Matt Thompson. Jalen James. No good. Rebounded by Eastview.
Good offensive rebounding on that possession by Matt Thompson, but they just couldn't get anything to go there. Instead of kicking out next time, Thompson might want to try going inside and trying to get an easy bucket inside, and another strong rebound by Thompson there.
And again on that last possession, Eastview taking another perimeter shot. Here's Ernst over to Thompson. Here's Jalen James outside, thought about it, and then thought again and shot. It's no good. And it goes out of bounds off of Eastview. Will be Wildcats ball underneath Eastview's basket.
Wildcats have come out with a lot more intensity here tonight. They did not like getting blown out by Farmington their last time out, and they do not want that to happen again, and so far they've done a good job tonight. They got to get some more perimeter shots to fall. They've missed a lot there.
Here's Grebin driving in on the taller defender. He gets his go.
Nice strong finish there by Caden Grebin.
Here's Eastview with another three-point attempt. He is fouled.
That is the second time the Wildcats have fouled on a three-point shot. They cannot let that happen. James doesn't look like he thought he fouled him, but it looked like he did.
Wildcats do have to contest on all these perimeter shots since they are taking them, but they cannot afford to foul them.
Usually that's just body control. They can usually avoid those fouls, and hopefully they will.
First free throw was up and it was good. The second one is also good.
And now McCollum and Van Wyk will come in for Thompson and Ernst. Thompson had a nice shift there.
Now Brady Miller will shoot his third free throw. That is good. Grebin getting over to Pixler. Jalen James finding Van Wyk inside. Van Wyk tries to get it to McCollum, but it's stolen away by Eastview. Here's Eastview on the other end.
Ben White just needs to go up with that. He can't be scared about getting fouled. He has to go up strong, and he could have had a nice, easy look there.
Good strong rebound off of the Eastview three-point attempt.
That has never been a problem for Ben White. He had 18 boards last game. He just needs to finish a little bit stronger.
Hixler to Grebin. Hixler setting the screen for Grebin. For Jalen James. Driving in. Foul is called. He's on the floor. This will be Wildcats ball out of bounds. Ben White to inbound. It's to Hixler. James in the corner. Just grabbing up top, setting up the offense for the Wildcats.
Eastview's doing a nice job of pushing the Wildcats back far into their own end.
James with another three-point attempt. It is no good. Rebounded by Eastview.
There's already several that James has taken. He needs to knock down a couple more of these. He's only hit one of them. And again, he's not having a great shooting night. Hopefully he can correct that, but he did not have a good one last time out either.
Eastview getting the ball inside, but continue to kick it out. The layup by Eastview is up and it's good. I believe that is their first points in the paint of the night. Here's Grebin. Gets the M1 to go.
That's Grebin's second basket of the game, and second time he threw hard to the basket and converted.
It's a good cut by Grebin. The substitution for the Wildcats in the game is Darby Sorensen. Here's replacing Owen Bixler.
Here's another look at Grebin's and one. He's pumped up after that one. And their lead is back up to 3.
And now Grebin to convert the N1. It's no good. He sees that and rushes in to tip it out. It goes out of bounds. And another substitution for the Wildcats. Into the game is Grant Weiss. He's replacing Caden Grebin.
The Wildcats unveiled the fat heads of all the seniors, and the fans have got them out for Jam the Gym night.
Here's Eastview with another three-point attempt. Rebounded by Darby Sorensen.
Nice contest there by Ryan White.
Jalen James on the outside. To Weiss. He sets up a play. Sorensen looking to pass, gets it to James. Looking to get it inside to Van Wyk. It's stolen away by Eastview.
Jones got to put that more on his body and not let the Eastview defender hit at it with his hand.
Good defense there from Darby Sorensen, blocking a three-point attempt. And now on the other end, he drives to the basket. And he is fouled. Late whistle there. Eastview fans do not agree with the call. Here's Sorensen. Throw is no good. Substitution for the Wildcats in the game is Caleb Chance. He's replacing Jalen James. Sorensen's second free throw is good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. See another driving kick, a three-point attempt, and another foul called on the Wildcats. That is a third time already in this game where the Wildcats have fouled on three-point attempts. You cannot do that. You don't want to give them easy chances at the free throw line. First free throw is no good though from Eastview. Second free throw is good, off the rim and glass. And the last free throw attempt is good. Jackson McCollum to Sorensen. Looking to get inside to a chance, but he was not open. McCollum driving in. Pop off the glass and he's good.
Very nice drive there by McCollum. He started out strong and has had a little bit of a slump and hasn't gotten a lot of playing time these past couple of days, and hopefully he can continue to do that and get some more playing time.
To kicking, another three-point attempt. This one is good.
Eastview living and dying by the three right now. A near turnover there by the Wildcats, but Grant collects the ball.
Here's McCollum driving in. Floater no good. Rebounded by Chance. There's Grant Weiss for the tip. Comes back into the backcourt and he is fouled.
The sixth team foul.
Wildcats got to secure the ball better. Cannot turn the ball over here. It's such a tight game.
Van White gets his pocket picked. Here's Eastview up on the other end. Good defense by Van White, and he forces the turnover.
Van White made up for it there with the strong defense, but he cannot let that. They got to hold the ball stronger, and they got to continue to swing it and look for open looks. They cannot hold the ball on too long because Eastview's playing tight defense, and they will go for the steal.
Matt Thompson comes into the game for the Wildcats. He replaces Jake Van Wyk.
In the second part of this first half, the Wildcats have not been able to get it down low. They've been limited to right above the key, right where Thompson is now. They've been working most of the game, and they haven't been able to. They got to move the ball farther down and down in the post so they can spread the defense out, just like that.
Wildcats get the high-low look, but it is no good from Cam Chance.
Got to convert those.
Rare driving attempt. Get it to go. With the foul. Foul is called on Grant Weiss. His first of the game.
Here's a look at Jamison Bryan's and one. Clearly getting bumped there by Weiss.
Bryan converts the free throw.
And Jalen James will come in for W. Sorensen. Ballum switching out defense for offense, hoping they can get a three or a basket here before the half and try to get their lead back as they let it slip.
Jackson McCollum outside over to Jalen James. McCollum. Here's Cam Chance on the drive. It is up, it is no good. But there's a foul call. He'll go to the line for two free throw attempts.
Free throws have been a major problem for the Wildcats this year. They've not been able to convert off the line. They're losing easy points here. Could easily be a tie game right now, but they've missed a couple free throw chances.
Yep, and Owen Pixler comes into the game. Replaces Jackson McCollum. And a second free throw from LaChance is good. Only 1 of 2 from the line. And Weiss playing good defense and not allowing them inside. Repost base, repost! You see looking to get the ball inside. Good move. A little up and under. Good by Jameson Bryant.
Jameson Bryant now has 7 for Eastview. That is their leading scorer.
Just a chance outside with a little bit over 20 seconds left in this first half.
Looks like the Wildcats wanted to hold there for the last shot, and they will continue to. Nope, now he will go and shoot 1 and 1. Pixler is one of their better free throw shooters, so let's see if he can knock both these down and make it a 1-point game.
Then White comes into the game. Places Jalen James. First free throw from Owen Pixler. Second one is no good. Here's Eastview with 11 seconds left on the clock.
They will hold for the last shot.
Ryan with the ball, kicks it. 3-point attempt from Eastview is no good. Rebounded by Owen Pixler. The heave is way short. That will conclude the first half with a score of 27 to 25 in favor of the Eastview Lightning.
Our contestant for tonight's Super League contest is Matt Burkett.
In the second half, we'll hope to see a little bit better perimeter defense by the Wildcats. They were good inside, but they could not stop the Eastview Lightning from hitting a 3, and hopefully Ballin can draw something up here at the break.
The Super League contest is sponsored by First Street Northwest. Tonight's cash prize is $50. Throw a 3-point shot and enter a shot to win the cash prize. And are you ready? Begin.
Here are the highlights from the first half. A good up and under move from Brian.
Grebin driving. Good shot by him, and there's the and 1 from Grebin.
Free throw. He makes it. He's made 2 and 4 out of the 3-point.
We are back here for the second half of the Eagan Wildcats versus Eastview Lightning basketball game. The Eastview Lightning are up 27-25. Keys to the first half were the good shooting by the Eastview Lightning on the outside. Most of their points came from the three-point line, as well as free throws from the Wildcats fouling on the three-point line, as the Wildcats fouled 3 times while Eastview was shooting threes. They will look to fix that here in the second half as we get underway.
The Lightning starting with the ball for the second half. Darby Sorensen fighting through a screen to get out. Mason Carpenter driving and he is fouled.
Grant Weiss had a solid first half. He totaled 4 points, 6 boards, and 1 assist, and he did not turn the ball over. He was the best performer by the Wildcats so far, and hopefully he can continue to do that in the second half and hopefully get the Wildcats on top.
Last foul was called on Darby Sorensen, his first of the game. The layup is no good. Rebounded by the Wildcats, pushing the pace. Here's the chance on the other end. He is fouled, driving to the basket.
LaChance has a chance to tie the game at 27.
He shoots 2.
LaChance's first free throw is no good. Second free throw from LaChance is good. Here is Jamison Bryan bringing up the ball. Over to Carpenter. Kicking it out. Here's Carpenter for 3, no good. Rebounded by Grant Weiss.
That's Weiss's 7th board of the game.
Darby driving in and kicking it back out. Here's Van Wyk, thought about the 3. Gets it over to Darby Sorensen. And he gets the runner to go.
And the Wildcats now have a lead. Their first lead since around halfway through the first half.
Here's Bryan up top. Sorensen tried to steal the pass into the post. He gets called for a foul, his second of the game. It'll be Eastview's ball underneath the Wildcat basket. There's Carpenter on the drive. He loses it, regains it, but then throws it away. It will be Wildcat ball.
Looked like Carpenter wanted a foul there, did not get one.
Weiss bringing up the ball, screened by Jake Van Wyk. Street with a cross-court pass to Weiss. Street off the screen. Chance driving to the basket. It's no good. Rebounded by Eastview Lightning. There's Eastview in the corner for 3, and it is good.
Looks like the Eastview Lightning game plan has not changed. They will continue to take a lot of threes. Wildcats got to continue to close out, and they know that's happening. I think they should make them beat them inside before they sag off anymore.
Here's Van Wyk up off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Grant Weiss, and he is fouled.
Van Wyk's really got to go up strong there. He misses too many of those.
Back to Eastview's game plan. They will most likely be shooting threes, but the Wildcats do have to close out and make sure they close out without fouling. There's Weiss from the line, rattles out, no good. Matt Thompson comes in the game for the Wildcats. Here's another look at the foul that brought Grant Weiss to the line.
Hit him on the hand there.
Second free throw is good.
It is now a 1-point lead for the Eastview Lightning.
Bryant driving in, kicking it out. Good defense from LaChance, but the Lightning get the ball back. Here's Carpenter on the drive. An offensive foul called on Carpenter. Will be Wildcat ball. That is Mason Carpenter's second foul of the night. Another look at it there.
Good job by Sorensen of not moving there and being able to draw the charge. He has provided a nice spark in his first start of the year with 5 points and that one charge that he just took.
Here's Sorensen inside. Good move, no good, gets his own rebound.
Oh.
It's stolen away by Eastview, and he is fouled. The Eastview's ball out of bounds, sideline. Brian setting up the offense for the Lightning. Stolen away by the Wildcats. Here's Sorensen on the break. Good layup from Sorensen there.
He's now up to 7 points, and like I said, he's provided a nice spark off the bench for the Wildcats.
Good defense there from Matt Thompson, and he almost gets the rebound. A good block from Darby Sorensen. You say Darby Sorensen is one of the best defenders on this Wildcat team?
I would say so. He's got a nice ability to find the ball and steal it away, and blocking is not a big part of his game, but he had a nice block right there.
Yep.
And a 30-second timeout is called by the Eastview Lightning. Eagan clinging on to a 1-point lead with 13:37 remaining.
Very competitive game here.
The Wildcats can find a way to get some shots down from three, which they have not been able to do so far today. They should see this lead grow as they have done a relatively nice job in keeping Eastview on check, forcing them to take these long shots, and Eastview has started to cool off a little bit from there.
Here's Eastview off the inbound. They kick it out for a three-point attempt. That is good by Brady Miller. Here's Weiss looking to pass, gets it to Sorensen. For LaChance, looks inside. He finds Matt Thompson. Back out to Street, pump faking for three. Goes back to the top to set up the offense. Over to LaChance. There's Thompson. Here's Weiss with the pull-up jump shot. It is no good. Fought for inside by Sorensen, does not get it. The Eastview ball.
That's not the look the Wildcats are going for. Weiss should have continued to drive there and maybe gotten the foul called and could have gotten the bucket to go there.
Double teamed. Here is Eastview. It is no good. Rebounded by John Street. It's over to Darby Sorensen. Sorensen wants Matt Thompson outside. Here's Street getting it to the Chance inside, but it is no good on the layup. Here's LaChance bringing up the ball for the Wildcats. LaChance driving in, but it is blocked by Carpenter of Eastview. And Eastview gets a rebound. Lightning work it around the perimeter. Lightning get the ball inside. Is fouled by Cam LaChance.
Cam LaChance, number 23, his second foul of the team coming to Wildcats. Brady Miller shoots 2.
Brady Miller with his first free throw is no good.
4 new guys in for the Wildcats. Jake Van Wyk, Owen Pixler, Caden Grebin, and Jalen James check into the game.
And Brady Miller with 9 points for Eastview. If he can get this free throw to go, he will get into double-digit scoring. Second free throw is good, so he does do so. It's up to 10 points. Now they will sub him out of the game. Here's Grebin. It's Pixler. Back to Grebin. And miscommunication there by the Wildcats as it is thrown out of bounds. Here's Jamison Bryan. A foul called.
Looks like a little hand checking there by Jalen James. Gotta continue to move with the defender and not be grabbing onto him.
Just Carpenter driving in, up off the glass with the right hand, and he gets his go. Here's Street outside, gets it to Jalen James, thought about the three-pointer. Drives in and he is fouled.
Eastview by Taylor Byrne, number 4, his second, 4th team foul on the Lightning.
Wildcats to inbound it here. Nobody open. Wildcats trying to force the ball in. Stolen away by Eastview. And a timeout called by the Eagan Wildcats. While I'm wanting them to regroup.
Eastview gone on a little bit of a run here, 6-0 run.
Here's Eastview inbounding the ball. Driving in, a good block there from Owen Pixler. Founded by the Wildcats. Street gets it into Van Wyk. there, though. His picks are pump faking for 3. Gets it to Jalen James up with the left hand. It is no good.
That's not Jalen James' game. He is one of the smaller guys on the team, and his game is not to do the post-up work.
Eastview keeps driving in and kicking it out, looking for a 3, looks like. There's Carpenter driving in and kicking. The shot is good by Jamison Bryan. Pixler over to Jalen James. Gets it to Van Wyk on the cut. Power dribble, gets it up, and it is in.
I'd like Van Wyk to, although he made that there, he took a little extra time to add the dribble and he let his defender catch up to him. He should just go straight up to the rack there. Doesn't need to stop and do the power dribble. And nice block there by John Streed.
And 2 substitutions by the Wildcats into the game is Matt Thompson and Jackson McCollum. They're replacing John Streed and Owen Pixler. Actually, 3 substitutions. Also coming into the game is Darby Sorensen.
Here's another look at John Streed's block. Nice block, got some fans up.
Eastview swinging the ball around. There's Carpenter kicking into the corner. The 3 is no good, rebounded by Darby Sorensen. Here's Caden Grebin bringing up the ball.
Wildcats adding a little bit more tempo here.
Wildcats are still down 5 points with 8:30 to go in the second half. Here's Van Wyk. The lofty pass to Matt Thompson. Up with the right hand is no good.
That was a good look. Keep getting those. Most of the time he'll get those to fall.
And a foul called on the Wildcats.
Looked like a lot of ball there.
Looks like the foul was called on Darby Sorensen. Just another look at it. Looks like Van Wyk got all ball, but Sorensen might have hit him with the body. First free throw is no good. Second free throw is good. Eastview pushes their lead to 6 points with 8:06 left in the second half. There's Thompson up top, over to Van Wyk. There's McCollum for 3. It's no good, chased down by Eastview. Bryan bringing up the ball for the Lightning. And stolen away by the Wildcats. Here's McCollum. Over to Grebin. Grebin calling for the screen. Here's Van Wyk setting it. And Grebin is fouled by Jamison Bryan.
The Eastview foul, Jamison Bryan, number 11, his second, the 15th foul on the Lightning.
Will be Wildcats ball out of bounds. Get the ball into Van Wyk. Van Wyk loses the ball, but picked up by Sorensen. So McCollum getting into Grebin up top. Looking to set up the offense for the Wildcats. Just try to get it into Van Wyk. Here's Van Wyk rolling. There's nothing going on there. Good defense from Eastview here. Foul called on number 4, Tyler Worm.
His third foul, 16th foul on the Lightning.
16th foul for the Lightning. Shot by Sorensen is no good. Rebounded by Matt Thompson. Puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Eastview. Brian kicking out to Carpenter. Here's Worm driving in, kicking it out. Three-pointer is no good. And the ball is fought for inside. Finally picked up by Jake Van Wyk. Gets it to Jackson McCollum. And he is double-teamed. Gets out of it. And Grebin tries to get it into Sorensen. He's fouled.
And it will be 1-1 now for Darby Sorensen.
And his second, 7th team foul on the Lightning. Back in the game for the Wildcats, Tyler Ernst, number 20. Back in for the Lightning, Derek Larson, number 3. Wildcats in the bonus. Darby Sorensen will shoot 1-9.
And a substitution for the Wildcats in the game is Tyler Ernst, who's replacing Jake Van Wyk. Free throw by Sorensen is no good, but rebounded by Thompson, and he finds a cutting Sorensen. It's no good. Fought for inside. Here's Ernst for 3. No good. Rebounded by Eastview.
Wildcats need to shoot better in these last 6 minutes if they want to have a chance to win this game. They have not been shooting the 3-ball well. They're going to need to hit a couple.
Here's Brian driving in is no good. And a foul called on Brady Miller as Matt Thompson grabbed the rebound. Thompson has been doing a good job in this game, rebounding for the Wildcats.
At the line, and Thompson. 1-1.
Matt Thompson goes to the line for 1-1.
Matt Thompson has not been good on free throws this year, only 1 of 10 on the year. And he can't get that one to fall.
No good, and a foul called on Darby Sorensen.
And
Push.
the Lightning will now shoot 1-1, so they will go to the other end of the floor and do it again.
8th team foul on the Wildcats. 32 taking a high check back for Eastview. 33 Jalen James.
Substitution for the Wildcats, 2 of them actually. Into the game is Grant Weiss and Jalen James. They're replacing Darby Sorensen and Caden Grebin. So Mason Carpenter will go to the line for the 1-1. First one is no good. And Eastview comes out with it. Here's Carpenter with the layup. No good. Here's Ernst, the other end for the Wildcats. There's Jalen James for 3. No good. Here's Brian driving in, and he is fouled. Foul is called on Grant Weiss.
Jameson Brand at the line. Shooting 2.
Eastview shooting their second free throw. And that one falls as well.
Off the free throws.
It is now a 8-point lead for the Eastview Lightning with just over 5 minutes to go.
Screen set by Matt Thompson. Here's Ernst in the corner. Gets to Jackson McCollum. It's McCollum outside, he is fouled. We'll go to the line for the 1-1.
McCollum was one of their better free throw shooters. Let's see if he can knock both these down, get it to 6 points.
He's foul time, Eagan for 4
McCollum can hit these. He can make it a 2-possession game. And Cam LaChance comes into the game for Jalen James. McCollum's first free throw rattles out, rebounded by Carpenter. Carpenter loses the ball, picks it back up, and gives it to Jamison Bryan. Bryan up is no good, rebounded by Jackson McCollum. And almost stolen away by Eastview, but McCollum retains possession. And a full timeout called by the Wildcats.
Ballum's got to get something drawn up here with only 4:30 to play and down 8 with the Wildcats struggling to score throughout this game. They need to get it started now. A reminder that the next home game for the Wildcats and the next game will be on Tuesday, January 17th versus Shakopee at 7 p.m. The Wildcats cannot overcome this lead. They will fall to 3-8 on the season, and Eastview will improve to 6-6. Obviously, there's still a lot of time for that to change.
Yeah, the Wildcats have really struggled to score the ball in this second half.
They really got to maybe knock down a 3 or something like that, get the momentum back, moving towards them.
The Wildcats have only scored 8 points in this second half. So Wildcats inbound it, gets to Street. There's Jalen James in the corner. Driving in, up with the left hand, it is good. Gets to a 6-point deficit.
Nice basket there. Let's see if they can get a stop and capitalize and get it to maybe a 4-point or even a 1-possession 3-point game.
Here's Carpenter. 3-pointer by Eastview is no good, rebounded by the Wildcats. They try to push it up, but it is stolen away.
Wildcats cannot do that with the limited time they have remaining. They got to make the most of all of their possessions that they have left.
Prior to the shot being fouled for Jalen James's third team foul.
And Jalen James with the foul there. Due to the double bonus, Jamison Bryan will shoot 2 free throws. First one is no good. Second one is good from Bryan. There's Grant Weiss bringing up the ball for the Wildcats. Quick screen by John Streed. It's Ernst outside, gives it to Streed. Streed drives in, puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Matt Thompson, no good. And batted out.
Wildcats gotta capitalize on those layup opportunities. First by Matt Thompson, then by Grant Weiss.
There's Weiss driving in, no good. Rebounded by Eastview.
They just can't get anything to fall today, and really can't get anything to fall over these past 2 games. They've been very cold from the field. Eastview
getting the ball inside. And
Wildcats got to help on that as John Street was overmatched by a larger opponent. Egan's got to come in, either go for the help defense or jab at him, something.
The free throw is no good. Rebounded by Grant Weiss.
It is now a 9-point game with 2:35 to go.
Wildcats really have to move quickly. Here's Streed for three. It's no good. Rebounded by Mason Carpenter. And Eastview looking to take time off the clock. Here's Carpenter, and he's double teamed by the Wildcats. And a timeout called by Eastview, a 30-second timeout.
30-second timeout for the Lightning.
Wildcats got to get something started, and started quick with only 2:01 remaining. And the way they have been playing, they need a little bit more than, or I think they need to really go to just some three-point shots.
A 9-point lead here for Eastview with 2:01 left in the second half.
Look for the Wildcats to be pressuring them on ball very tightly, trying to force a trap like they just did. Eastview is very content with just holding the ball, and the Wildcats really got to get a steal or they're going to foul already.
Here is Jamison Bryan to go to the line for Eastview.
Bryant has 12. It's a team high. He's been all over the floor tonight, driving and really playing very well. He has got multiple steals and has really been a spark for this Eastview team.
Owen Pixler and Tyler Ernst coming to the game for the Wildcats.
Eagan going with what looks like a lot of shooters in their lineup right now. They've got essentially 4 guards and 1 big who can shoot the ball if necessary.
And Bryan going 1 for 2 at the line.
Let's see if they try to force up a quick one or, yep, there we go.
Here's Jalen James for 3. It is no good. Rebounded by Eastview.
It's just going to be hard to make those when the defense knows and you're shooting from pretty far back on the 3-point line there.
1:20 left in the second half. Foul called on John Streed.
That's Street's 4th foul, and he's only got 3 points on the night. This has not been one of his better performances. Most games he's been able to knock down a couple threes and shift momentum for the Wildcats, but those shots just aren't falling for him tonight.
First free throw from Larson is no good. Remains a 10-point lead. The second one is also no good. So 10-point lead for Eastview, excuse me.
Wildcats got to shoot quickly here.
Here's Ernst for 3. It's no good. Rebounded again by Eastview. And Street fouls.
And with 1:08 to go and a 10-point lead with the Wildcats not putting up much of a fight here in the second half. Doesn't look like they'll be able to come back from this one. Coach Baum has to be encouraged. At least at the start of the game, they came out with a lot of intensity and they played very good defense and so far they've continued to play nice post defense. They just have not been able to stop the 3-ball and they have not been able to shoot, and that has allowed Eastview to get out in transition, and the Wildcats have been caught off on defense, and as a result, fouled a lot, especially in the second half.
And with that last foul, John Street fouled out, so he is replaced by Jackson McCollum. Here's McCollum bringing the ball up. Wildcats have to move very quickly if they want any chance to win this game. There's Ernst. No good. Rebounded by Eastview. And the Wildcats foul again.
And with 48 seconds left to go in the game, Brady Miller will shoot 2.
He shoots 2.
First free throw is no good from Miller. Second free throw is good. 13-point lead for Eastview. Here's Pixler getting it to Jalen James. Here's McCollum for 3. That one is good. 10-point lead now. Wildcats have to get a steal or foul. They do foul.
Eagan foul. Noah Pixler, number 5. That's his third. Tyler Byrne at the line for the Lightning. 2 shots.
There's Tyler Worm at the line for Eastview. First free throw is no good. Second one is also no good.
Eastview foul, 32, take the hot check. It's his third foul, 10th team foul on the Lightning. Wildcats.
And Owen Pixler will go to the line for the Wildcats.
He could make it a 3-possession game if he can hit one of these.
And he will shoot 2 due to the double bonus. First one is no good. The second one is also no good. Rebounded by Eastview. Wildcats foul quickly. 28.3 left.
Foul 24, Jackson McCollum.
And it looks like this one has gotten away from the Wildcats.
Brady Miller at the line. 2 shots.
Brady Miller will go to the line. He's a senior from Eastview.
Eastview back in the game. He's number 22. Isaac Raspberry, number 21. Will Berry, 33.
The second one is good by Brady Miller. Here's Pixler bringing it up. This is to Jalen James. James shoots the 3. It's no good. Rebounded by Eastview.
And it looks like they will just let Eastview dribble it out. And so this game will end. Eastview winning 49-38. Solid performance by the Lightning, and the Wildcats were never able to get going from the field. Never really getting in a rhythm. And that caused a lot of missed shots. They played some good defense, especially in the post, but weren't able to get it done on the perimeter as the Lightning had a lot of 3-point field goals.
They just weren't able to score in this second half, only scoring 13 points. And that really hurt them.
Anytime you only put 13 points up in one half, you're not going to give yourself a very good shot to win. Again, the final score was 49-38 Eastview. They will get These two teams will play again later in the season as they play teams in their conference twice. This rivalry is always a good one as both these teams are very close, as you can kind of tell through the game.
The next home game for the Wildcats again is Tuesday, January 17th against Shakopee at 7 p.m.
All right, that is all we have from Eagan High School. Thank you for watching. I'm Paul Hodowanek.
I'm Andrew Ostrike.
And thank you for watching Wildcat Basketball.